3, 2.
Blast off. Welcome to Damsels in Dicestress, where we play Demons and Daughters on Dungeons and Dragons, 5th edition, 2014. We're old-fashioned. We're old school now.
You can view us on Twitch and YouTube.
Oh, yeah, check us out on Twitch and YouTube.
Audios on Spotify.
Blue Sky, TikTok. We're on there as well.
Follow us on all of them.
I have a Blue Sky account. I've logged in twice now. Pretty cool.
I guess I should probably create one.
Yeah.
You know where you won't find me? Online, pretty much.
Yeah.
For real,
You can find me and more
Yeah.
24/7.
Why don't you-
You'll find Taya more than me, but you'll find me more than Maijai and Lyndon.
Email me at damselsindistress@gmail.com.
Just send Lyndon an email.
Yeah.
Not even about the show. Just email Lyndon about how your day's going.
Just attention.
Message if you want me, message Damsels if you want me, message
Attention, Lyndon in the subject heading. And I'll pick that email up.
Send me a DM.
Yeah.
I'm sometimes okay.
Slip into Morne's DMs, as we all like to do.
I'm rubbish on Discord though.
Yeah.
I do log on to Discord once a week or so.
Get your weekly bingo card.
Yeah, my winkly
That being
bingo
said,
card.
if you're watching this right now,
Get your bingo card.
Yes.
Log on to join the Damsels Discord. We have links on our social medias to the invite link. And you can go find a bingo card to tick off. As we go
Which
through
one of our
episode.
patrons was kind enough to organise that and add everything in?
Say Savi was kind enough. That was my Madam Finish's
And likes to
impression.
update it as...
Yeah.
well, I'd
So
say
we've
likes
got-
to. Don't
Yeah,
twice.
so we had an Act 1 version. We now have an Act 2 version. It's great fun. And I love playing along every week. And one day I will finally get bingo.
No, for real, I've never got bingo once.
Do you know how often I get 3 in a row, but I don't get a line?
Yeah.
We should do a prize for this episode only.
Because we're talking about it.
Yeah. Now that everyone's got their bingo cards, only on
And if you
Twitch,
don't,
obviously. it has
you've
to be
had time
first.
to go get it, so get
Yeah.
it.
And you have to send us proof.
And now you know there's a prize. You really should.
So at the end of the episode, well, not the end, as soon as you get bingo during this live well, not live, but
The Twitch.
during our Twitch broadcast, shout bingo.
Yeah.
Send us a
What
photo.
will we give?
Whatever.
What will we give as a prize?
It's going to be a signed autograph of all of us.
And also, we'll make you a video where we'll just read something in character, and you can
Yeah.
send us what it is that we read.
We could print
Sure.
off. We could print off one of like our photos, like a group photo.
I've got some homemade blueberry jam.
Yeah, so
Oh,
for
no.
a bundle including some blueberry jam, a signed photo, and a personalised video in character where you can make us say whatever ridiculous shit you want, play bingo.
I'm literally just looking around for shit.
No, I know, what can we give you? I'll send you one of Rosalind's flower hairpins.
Oh, I've got some
I've got a
pearls.
spare one. Yeah, we'll send you some fake pearls that I wore at the moon
We've
ball.
probably got like 50.
Actually, don't
signatures.
want
We'll send you
a
a
shit
bit of
signatory.
ribbon. We'll send you a shit signature and a bit of ribbon in each of our colours.
Yeah.
And my OnlyFans username.
Oh my god. We actually will.
Will we?
Yeah. I don't know. That's up to you.
Suppose I would have
Um,
consent to that.
So let's all. What if one of us wins the bingo?
Well, then we get the bundle. Like,
Yeah?
listen, I've won
This
it
is the
before.
point,
I
if
can win it
multiple
again.
people win, then like, how are you going to separate
Only one
out
person
that?
can win.
It's the first person.
Oh, it's
You
the
never
first
played
person.
bingo before.
Maijai's
actually,
under
no.
70, so.
I think I played bingo as like a kid.
Intro.
Should we play D&D instead?
And we're back.
Johnny be good. Sorry.
Last week, the girls invited some new recruits to the Brotherhood of Wardens.
We did indeed.
Madam Beatrice. Richard. He has a last name. Yeah. So, yeah, you don't know his last name, but it is Herbert.
Oh, cute.
So technically his nickname is Walls. The mask,
Woolsey.
just Walls, yeah. Because he was known as the Masquerade Wall in his early days.
Of course. Is he not still now?
I mean, people in the know, because he hasn't done that for years. Like, this is when he was a pit fighter.
I thought he got called that because he guards the Velvet Masquerade.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of both. They worked
Yeah.
together. But no one has the need to call him that anymore because no one's announcing him as that when he steps into the ring and stuff. You help everyone across this tightrope that you've made as they sort of shuffle across. They are definitely not balancing across. Like, I'm going to have to make you roll for that. Diamond might. Because she's perfect in every way. So, they get to the other side. Do you wish them well?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Wave goodbye. Well, not goodbye, but
Bye, goodbye.
ta-ta for now.
Mm-hmm. And then, what do you do?
Well, if they shut the door, which I think they have to do.
I don't think they have to shut the door, but they're certainly...
Well, once they're like
through.
in and they look
Mhm.
like... Well, I suppose we should
Go back.
go wait for them. Do you want me to go first? Or do you want to...
I'll go.
Okay.
And I just touch the ruby.
Cool. Are you...
I'm in jail.
You are in jail, yeah.
I'll just wait there for Talia.
Sure. Talia explodes from inside you because you didn't move over and you're dead. No, they appear next to you. You pop back into this cell, which you've already left the gate open, propped it with a chair so it doesn't fall back in. And you can head back upstairs into the main room.
Yeah. How long do you suppose it'll take them?
Don't know actually.
It must have taken you at least an hour.
Yeah. We'll just make a drink and go
Yeah.
wait.
We'll let Lucas know. Should
Yes.
probably do that.
Yes. Yeah. Should we go invite Lucas?
Yeah. We can put the kettle on, make some food.
Yes.
Maybe they'll be hungry.
Most likely.
Alright, let's go find Lucas.
Head to the library.
Sure. Lucas is in the library just sort of going up and down, like looking at spines and stuff, like picking out books now and then. He's got a couple under his arm. He's got a bit of a greasy brow from sweating.
I'll do like a knock on the door to like introduce us. Like,
Sure, he doesn't like shocks.
yeah.
Oh, you're back.
Yes. We might be joined by some others soon. We thought we'd let you know.
Others?
We've got some more people joining the Brotherhood.
New recruits?
Yeah.
Yes.
I suppose it shouldn't be called a Brotherhood anymore, given that...
No.
think-
Nor the fraternity.
No.
Fraternitas.
At least half of us are women.
But Fraternitas Custodum.
Yes.
Yes. We can't just change the name.
Well,
That's what
We're
it's
not all
called.
men anymore.
it's no longer a Brotherhood, is it?
I mean, I feel like Brotherhood kind of represents... It's kind of a gender neutral
Well, it's
term.
not. I
It's
wouldn't
more
call...
about-
I wouldn't say that brother is a gender neutral term. And if it's a brotherhood...
But Brotherhood is more, you know, it's like man. It's very gender neutral.
Well, I don't think so.
We'll workshop the name.
Okay.
But yes, we've got some people coming through. I think you've met Richard briefly before.
Yes.
He's big and burly and was...
With the tattoos.
Yes,
Very scary.
he's lovely.
I mean, not as big as my... Never mind.
Well,
Well, they've just started the trials.
And we've put on the kettle and...
Such a modern term.
But it was
People
a
said
kettle,
put
and they
on the
did put it
kettle
on the
back
fire.
then.
That's why they said put it on.
And we'll go wait for them to finish.
And then we're going...
Momentous.
Quite. Well, then we're going to take them to downstairs.
Downstairs?
And if you wanted, you could join us. There's nothing scary down there, except maybe some visions that you might not like, but it won't hurt you. We've done it.
I don't mean to disregard your words, but Harold felt that I wasn't quite up to that challenge.
You can make that decision for yourself. Harold thinks that a lot of us aren't up for the challenges that we've already faced.
You realise he's possibly one of the greatest members of our society.
Lucas, you can still make your own decisions. And greatest members of the society is a... yeah.
He's a member of the Fist.
Right?
All your fathers were. Ah.
Yes.
And we're the ones still standing.
I just mean that if anyone was to know whether I was up to it or not, it would be your father.
If anyone is to know whether you're up to it, it's you. We won't push you. But if you decide that you'd like to join us, you could always join us and then not partake if you don't want to.
What happens?
Well, you walk across a bridge and you do get some horrible visions, I'm afraid. Some of them might be nicer, some of them might be worse.
But they're not real.
They're not real and they don't hurt you. And we'll be with you the whole way.
Not to really kind of brag, but I already get visions that aren't real and don't hurt me.
Well, there you go, you're an expert.
I think I'll stay up here.
All right.
Well, you're still more than welcome to join us in the auditorium.
I think I would like that. New recruits.
Rebuild.
I'll meet you there.
Right.
Okay.
We'll go put some food on.
Can I be a chamomile tea?
Of course.
And he sort of puts the books down, shuffles out, scuffles out. I don't know, it's very quick feet. He's excited.
Oh.
Right. We'll do that. And we'll take everything into the auditorium.
Cool. Yeah, once you've made your tea, so you come here, you find a little tray to carry it on. He's sitting there, front row, just kind of watching the plinth that stands there, just expectantly waiting for... No idea who's going to appear, but excited for new people. He doesn't get very many of those, what with not going outside. No one's come through yet, but I guess it's been early. Who... Richard, you said? Big man, and who else?
Madam Beatrice, who I think we've spoken of.
The brothel, madam.
Yes.
And one of the workers.
I don't think the Brotherhood would approve of that.
Well, the Brotherhood can't
The
stop us.
workers?
One of the workers. And I'll tell you a secret. She's Harold's favourite.
And now you said that if you listen to anyone, you listen to someone from the Fist.
And Harold approved of this.
Harold told us how to put the blood in all the things so that they could touch the ruby or something. I don't know.
Well, if he's given them their blessing, then they have mine too. I vote to accept. Okay. Oh, thank you for the tea. So now we just wait. Normally, when we're waiting, there's quite a lot of people here. I've done a few. People like to give speeches. speech about the new recruits if you wanted. We often talk about their virtues and how they've earned a place in our society. I don't know them very well, so really it should be something you guys do. People say guys back then. Guys is a gender-neutral term. Like I was saying about the brotherhood, you see?
We're not calling ourselves the guyshood.
Just guys who hunt demons.com.
Doesn't quite roll off the tongue.
It doesn't. I'll see what I can think of too. We could all put names into a hat and vote. Anyway, you should say something about Richard first. So you have to say like his full name, and then you don't know his full name.
Well, he's never given it to us. You know, I don't know Diamond's real name. We should probably find that out.
Yes.
I'm assuming that Diamond isn't her actual.
Panics in DM.
Madam B.
Well, we just called her
Madam B.
Beatrice.
Beatrice.
It's probably not her real name anyway.
Quite possibly.
I suppose. Well, today we celebrate the momentous occasion of introducing new recruits into the order.
Very good.
We will have, I shall call him Sir because he's the only one to deserve it. Sir Richard shall come through.
Sir Richard the Masquerade Wall.
Sir Richard the Masquerade Wall. He is an excellent fighter, my trainer, and has saved many lives. Has seen the world.
Secondly, we have Madam Beatrice, fondly referred to as Madam B. She's a formidable woman, but she's incredibly strong-willed and determined. If anyone deserves it, it would be her.
And finally, Miss Diamond, I suppose. Who I don't know an awful lot about, other than she usually has a paddle at her side. I think she likes to dance. And she's a terrible flirt. As in, she likes to flirt a lot, not that she is terrible at it.
Yes.
I'm terrible at it.
Me too.
Me too.
With the same guy.
To terrible flirts.
And I'll hold up my tea to cheers.
Hurrah!
Hurrah!
And then, normally it would just be one person, but I take it you've sent all three through again.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try not to cast a firebolt on them this time.
That would be very nice.
Did you cast a firebolt on them?
Yes, you did.
I was a little scared.
That's...
No one was supposed to be here, and
Especially not women.
I thought we were being invaded.
Do you know what happened to the bridge?
The bridge?
Yeah, the bridge. We had to get a plank and jump with rope.
I activated the fail safes to keep the place, so it probably started to destroy it to keep people out.
Right. Yep.
Father said I should lock the place down, so... And then I obviously unlocked it when Jonathan came, but you can't undo certain parts of it, like casting spells on wooden bridges. But you made it across okay?
Almost. Well, we did, just
Almost.
about, by the skin of our teeth.
I'm actually not sure why the bridge is there. Normally you can just walk straight across. It seems kind of pointless, but I guess it's all part of the vibes.
Are you saying we could have just walked across?
Well, if the bridge wasn't rotten, yes, it's just simply a bridge.
Oh.
The whole
but
spikes down the bottom stuff, it's just meant to look intimidating.
Yes, but the bridge is gone now, so you can't...
Yes,
yeah,
you can't.
okay.
No.
The way you made it sounded like even without the bridge you can just walk.
No, I meant in the past.
Right.
It was there just to look intimidating. There's no trick to it.
Unless somebody's got awful balance.
have to have pretty awful balance to fall off a quite sturdy bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Or fall through it.
Although I suppose there could be things I don't know about. Perhaps if you haven't touched the crystal, things activate. I don't know.
Maybe.
I just do as I was asked, so. I actually defeated both those statues.
On your own?
On my own? Well, everyone has to do it on their own. Normally. But I won't begrudge you a little cheating.
Well, we didn't know about it.
No, exactly. If you don't know the rules, you can't help breaking them.
Exactly. We also didn't complete the second challenge. But
Yes.
Right.
And technically you didn't complete the third challenge.
no.
No, well, I remember that bit.
Mm.
But was it not a challenge in itself to rescue you from it? In a way, you simply completed a harder challenge.
I suppose.
Yes. Congratulations. No one said that for you at the beginning, so I'll say it now. Welcome to the Wardens. Guys.
Warden is gender neutral, so
Warden is gender neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Wardeness isn't a word.
no.
I checked.
Did it used to be busy here?
So busy. Often 40 to 50 people at any time. Just hustle and bustle, people in and out. I mean, there's not a lot of beds, but a lot of people lived in London, so they'd be in and out. And of course the Central Lounge was just where people like to, almost like a boys' club, kind of like the whites of the, not underworld, but like magic world. And of course, I think one of my favourite things was that it wasn't all just members of the upper class either. Like, if someone had magic, they were welcome to be a part of the society no matter where they came from. Though, of course, once you were a member, you would rise up financially quite well. We all support each other. Your father published a number of books from budding writers. No, your father.
I was going to say.
Get confused. No. And of course, your father, being incredibly rich, was happy to loan and support people's endeavours. And of course, many others. A bit of a boys' club, I suppose.
Well,
But
I would
yes,
have loved to have seen it at its prime. But we can make it even better now, even stronger.
I hope so. It'd be nice to see it back the way it was.
We will.
Maybe with an even bigger variety of people this time.
Well, I suppose so. I think Father would have been impressed by this. By you. He was always a progressive, I think, is the word. He felt that we had perhaps stagnated and we were too fixed in our ways, but he was often outvoted. But I do think Gilbert agreed with him. Many of the others did not. They felt that what we were doing had always worked this way, so there was no need to change it. And most people agreed with them. They weren't particularly wrong. Until they were, I suppose. Well, any time now, I suppose. And you wait. On the plinth is Richard standing there, dripping wet for some reason.
I'll stand up and I'll start clapping.
Bravo, bravo. Richard the Masquerade Wall, now a member of the Wardens. Not the Brotherhood of Wardens. Unless it still is.
Nope.
Nope, okay. How long's it been?
I know.
Exactly how long it's been.
Since you saw them go through the door, it has been 45 minutes. 47 minutes, you want to be specific.
You've been gone for 47 minutes and 22 seconds.
It's been days. I've slept.
In your
Through the
pocket world.
the door. The pocket world, yes. Wow.
How are you feeling?
I've got like a cup of tea in one hand and a brandy in the other.
Takes both, pours and mixes them together.
Good choice.
Downs it all. Feel like I had a whole other life there. But not quite. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then
You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
No, we're actually not supposed to talk about it.
Why?
Because it's kind of just how it's done. It's a, like, personal thing.
Well, if you want to talk about it, you can, and if you don't, then you don't have to.
Everything's changing.
Progressive, remember?
Progressive. It's what Father would have wanted. Well, and he sort of steps off the plinth. We sit and wait.
Yes.
What's your last name?
Herbert. It's a fine last name.
Richard Herbert, our newest member of the Warden.
I'm not here. Don't look at me.
Thanks. Good to be here. It's certainly educational. Feel like I understand a lot more about the world now. A lot more about myself, I suppose, in some ways. Yes, it was. I feel like I almost lived a lifetime. I must have spent 3-4 nights in a new life. It wasn't quite right. Deep down I knew there was somewhere else I wanted to be. And I was out swimming. And now I'm back. And I'm truly back.
Real and true.
Magic, eh? Well, I was the first through, so
Yes.
I suppose I think it will be Diamond next.
Do you know her real name?
Nope.
Suppose we'll just have to ask her herself.
Do you?
Well, no, that's why we're asking.
Oh, I thought it was maybe a test.
No.
No, I don't know her real name, but it's rude to ask people's real names.
I'm going to ask anyway, but...
On your head be it.
She doesn't have to answer. In the same way that we asked for your last name. Well, so that we can, do the whole spiel. We're trying to... There's traditions and... I don't know.
Just introduce her as Diamond the Whore. She'll find it funny.
Maybe.
Was that a 1?
It's a 7.
Cool. I should roll a persuasion or deception check. Oh, it was higher than yours. So yeah.
Is it higher than mine though?
Yes.
I feel like he doesn't have a plus to his persuasion or deception, so it's a straight 11.
Just keep waiting.
Pop. Diamond. She looks around, confused. She had a sort of disgusted face as she first appeared, and then sees you and just like relaxes a little.
I'm offering tea and brandy again.
She takes the brandy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Well, welcome to the Wardens, I suppose.
Thank you.
Is Diamond your real name?
Yes.
15.
Wow.
What a giggle.
Sorry.
We'll edit that out. Don't want you to embarrass yourself. Little goblin.
19.
Would you, well, both of you, even if I gave her like a plus, well, plus 4 would be 16, whatever, plus 2, plus 3, whatever. No, it's not my real name, obviously. I'm not stupid. How long's it been? That's what I asked.
At this point, 52 minutes.
Don't have a watch on.
I don't know why you're looking at the time like you just know it.
I don't think wristwatches. Yeah, definitely pocket watches.
Like, this is what Agatha's looking at, a bare wrist. A plain
Agatha's just trying to jog her memory on time.
Well, I was only there for. Well, it must have been hours, but.
Time moves different. It's all wibbly wobbly.
Wibbly wobbly.
That's a
copyrighted phrase. I was transported to a world where all my dreams came true. I was rich and famous and incredibly bored within minutes. Don't think it quite... Yes. Don't think it quite understood me.
It doesn't get people quite right sometimes.
Yes, and then the opportunity presented to come back, so here I am.
I'm very pleased.
A doddle.
Mm-hmm.
So then, we just wait for Madame?
Mm-hmm.
Very well. She sits down. Don't look at me like that.
How's Lucas looking at Diamond?
I forgot about Lucas. So
He's embarrassed.
So here's the thing. A very beautiful young lady just teleported into the room. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Lucas has a habit. It is... Anyway, so... Lucas, when she sits down, Lucas shuffles up next to her.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
He's a little red. A little blushy.
I can teach you
But he's
Latin if
like,
you want.
Welcome to the Wardens. We used to be called the Fraternus Custodum, but we're currently voting on a change of name because Fraternus Custoda means the Brotherhood of Warders. And some of us have decided that perhaps we needed a more neutral gender name for the... So we're still rolling through some ideas. But yes, my name's Lucas. I heard you have already met quite, well, I guess almost all the members. Harold and these fine young ladies, and of course, what was his name again?
Richard.
Richard, our newest. Well, no, you're the newest, of course, but Richard is now a member. So, like, he was a member before you. Not that there's any sort of like real hierarchy at this point. I am one of the older members, of course, but
Guys, save him. Come on, I'm not here to sort this out. Save him, please.
Diamond knows how to handle people like this.
Oh.
so she's talking. He's talking. So Diamond sort of turns in towards him a little. Her knees touch his knees, and
Oh no.
she's that's fascinating. I'm so glad to be a member. I feel like I have a lot to learn. As you say, you're one of the longest serving members of this group, so I'm sure there's plenty you can teach me.
I'm going to hand her another drink and just say, be nice.
Here, brandy for you. Thank you, darling. Oh, I'm not much of a... Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow. That's strong. I normally only drink like a little wine, but of course, brandy now and then is good for the constitution. Yes, so, I guess Madam B, your employer? Be through any moment now. You, in the Velvet Masquerade, downstairs in your little set-aside room for the three of you. The Viscount in a room with Albert, who's now playing nursemaid to him, wiping up his drool, keeping him comfortable. When he panics, settles him down, that sort of thing. But the guy seems fine.
I will have made sure that they were okay. And then I think I've had a bath. Like, I've helped, like I've sort of sorted myself out a bit.
You're going to use their bath?
Well, I've had a bath at the
Brave.
Masquerade before.
Brave. You've got...
We all have. Like,
You've got healing powers,
I'm
it's
just fine
fine.
with it now. Like,
It's like using the Airbnb hot tub.
yeah. I just don't want to be covered in, like, blood and ash anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I think during that time she, like, stopped crying and sorted herself out a little bit. And then I will have gone back down to our room, found a Talia shirt to put on from Agatha's bag of things that you bought for us all. And then I'm going to use my final level 3 spell slot of the day to send to Lilith. And I'm going to say, we need to talk. Edward is okay. We're in the basement at the Velvet Masquerade. We're alive.
You hear the tearing of paper behind you. Were you sitting? Were you standing?
I was sat on the bed,
Okay.
I think.
So you hear the tearing of paper in front of you, and as you look up, again, you see this crackling line of red energy sort of hanging in the air, and it sort of widens, and Lilith steps through. You summoned me?
Well, I didn't think that was quite going to happen, but I just thought you ought to know how things went.
Well, I can tell you're all still alive, so they must have gone at least somewhat progressively. Positively?
Well, yes. Except that Edward is in the next room. They did...
I don't sense he's hurt.
There were 3 men. A Mr. Monroe, a Dr. Monroe, I should say, the King's physician, a Mr. Newman, who we had fought previously, and a third who we did not know. Dr. Monroe cast, we believe, the same thing that happened to my father, to Edward. He has no sense of self anymore. We managed to bring him here as a safe space, but I am absolutely helpless to help him in any way.
Take me to him.
Give me a moment. And I'll leave and go into the... I'll just knock the door gently.
Come in.
Would you mind, would you mind giving us some privacy for a moment?
Of course. I'll, wait upstairs.
Thank you. And then when he's gone, I'll go back and lead Lilith into the room.
She comes in. There's some sense of recognition in the Viscount's eyes, but not much of a reaction. Oh, my sweet baby boy, what have they done to you? Castrated you. Oh dear.
Is there anything you can do to help?
She reaches forwards and puts one of her long fingernailed fingers, 2 of them in fact, onto his forehead. And there's a sort of spark of red energy between them, a sort of glow pulse. Oh, dear, dear, dear. No, I'm afraid there's not much I can do for now. For now, at least. You will be a darling and keep him safe for me, won't you?
Of course. I think the most we can do at the moment is keep him here. We all agreed it would not be safe for any of us to return to Park Lane after. I'm not quite sure how much you know, but Almax was burnt down.
Yes, I sensed as much.
So, of course, not only will there be investigations from the government, probably, but Newman was killed, but we killed him before and that didn't really do anything, and Monroe vanished of his own choosing, so I suppose he's still out there, and the third escaped completely out a window.
I see.
So I can keep him here, and we can make sure he is unharmed.
Very good, very good. He does vex me.
Who?
The Lord of Hell, my darling.
He's
responsible for all of this, yes.
He's the one trying to weaken the gates and bring everyone through.
Yes.
Who is he? Why?
He's a brute who only cares about power and domination and feasting. It was he who led the war against the gods, quite successfully, I might add. I do think the power went to his head.
Goodness.
I don't
What?
get him his desires and proclivities, but
What chance do we stand if the gods themselves fell before him?
Well, the gods were full of hubris. They did not think we could possibly stand against them. And so they did not see it coming when we took them and dragged them into the filth and tore their hearts out. So
You fought them yourself.
Oh. My clawed hands felt the blood of a god's beating heart in between my fingers, and I squished the life out of it, and it was exquisite. They got what they deserved.
Might I ask? This war, I cannot fathom such things. The Christianity I was taught in church is...
There are echoes of the truth in the knowledge that resides in this world, but so much of it is hand-me-down information over thousands of years.
Because I was always taught that God was good and right, and that devils and demons were bad by nature.
I love to believe how so good they are. Disgustingly good. And we are disgustingly bad. Simply because we don't agree with their pious little lifestyles that they enforce on everybody. Sickening.
Sounds familiar.
Anyway.
But the war, was it?
It was a war for survival. It was them or us.
I
And of
see.
course it would be us. We're not ones to simply lie down and take it.
No. But now the Lord of Hell wants more, but not all of you. Not you.
Well, what the Lord of Hell wants, the Lord of Hell gets.
But he won't. He can't. We won't allow that.
Exactly. Working together, we will thwart his plans. He will lose standing among the brethren.
The brethren. The demons.
Demonkind, my darling. And when he loses that standing, someone else may well rise up to tear him down. And then my husband can feast on his own cock.
Your husband.
Slip of the tongue, darling. But yes, we were acquainted at one point. Now, as for my baby boy here, I shall have to have a think about a plan of action to restore him to his true self.
We're going to... We have a lead with Dr. Monroe. It may be that we are able to find some sort of antidote or reversal, but until we do, we can't move forward with any of our plans, can we?
Not really, not the plans I had in mind. Unless you have any other ideas yourself. Well, I mean, we do only need his blood. And he is alive, but now I feel I owe him that much at least to bring him back to full health.
But if it comes down to the fate of the world, and the victory of your husband, or surely...
We will do what needs to be done. I trust I can trust you.
I'm not
Stand
going
beside me in that. No, I never said you would, but... I'm afraid the powers of healing are beyond me, but...
I've tried.
Not
I
you.
healed him a little, but it did not seem to do much good.
Well, I'm sure together we can work through something. Give me some time to work through this.
In the meantime, we're going to try and find my father, I think.
Very good. Well, remember, my powers are always at your disposal.
I managed to hex them.
I felt it.
You did?
Exquisite.
Do you feel everything that I do that's yours?
When you draw from me, yes. And I can feel the life pumping through your veins. So I know when you're safe and when you might need me.
It's rather useful.
Yes, I think so too. We are one now, you and I, of one mind, one purpose, one desire. Now go rescue your father. Be a hero.
Don't...
And perhaps come back with the knowledge required to heal them both.
Do you think that's possible?
Well,
To heal them both?
I'm sure anything is possible in this world. It is merely finding a way.
Don't know. No. Sometimes I don't know if I want to heal my father. Sometimes I don't know if he deserves it. But I'm just being cruel and there's no need. I will do what has to be done. I always do.
Very good. Was there anything else you needed from me?
Not really. I'm sure you have important things to be attending to. But perhaps at some point when you are able to, I should like to hear a little more of the war and of how things work. I think that might help me a lot.
Very well.
I struggle so often to understand what's right and wrong, because everything is not as black and white as I was always taught, and I want to do good. I want to help people, but it's hard to know exactly how.
Well, I always say if it feels good, it's right.
Thank you for everything. I felt different today than when I fought things before, and that felt good.
Yes, I can sense the excitement of new power running through you. You did take of me greedily, and I approve. She reaches up and sort of runs one of her fingernails across your bottom lip. Well, I'll speak to you soon.
Right, I suppose I'll send you another message if there's any changes in Edward.
Of course. That's the Viscount Edward Sallingham.
Well, you always call him Edward, and he's hardly aware of what I'm saying right now, is he? Is he? And I sort of look back at him.
Hard to tell.
There's nothing I can roll.
No, and when you look back, she's gone.
Oh.
I mean, you can roll if you want.
I mean, I just don't think there's any point now.
Sure.
And then I'm alone in the room with him. And there's loads of conflicting urges just running through her. And I think she's gonna... Is he like propped up on a bed or a chair or anything?
He's on the bed, just sort of, kind of in a fetal position.
I'm gonna sit down at like the foot of the bed
Mm-hmm.
and just look at him. And he's just completely vacant.
Mm-hmm. He does, as when you move and things, he'll make eye contact
Yeah.
with you, look over when there's like things to take his attention.
Yeah. But there's no like recognition or feeling in the eyes.
Not beyond the fact you can tell he recognizes
Yeah.
you. Yeah. And feels nothing. Like there's no fear or hesitancy.
Yeah. And she just sits there for a while. And she gets up and leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll go and find Albert and tell him that he can come back down.
Hello, this is our seamless exit for episode 59 or 60. We had lots of fun editing and cutting. We've just finished a part of the show which was very good. I think
Editing
maybe
Taylor's losing her mind right now.
I think maybe we crossed a bridge on a rope, maybe.
We crossed the bridge on a rope or by foot, like by vision.
Yes.
Send your love to editing Taya.
Yeah, she's fighting for her life right now, trying to make something out of it.
Seamless.
Check us out on YouTube, which you're watching it on.
And
Leave a
Twitch.
comment.
Twitch, you're watching it on.
And check us out on TikTok and Instagram and Blue Sky and give us likes.
Snapchat.
And do not Snapchat us because that's weird. But we do love you. You do DM me on Blue Sky. Just don't find my Snapchat.
I don't have Snapchat.
What website would every character and NPC be? Leave a comment down below.
No, what website they would use?
Well, you said you didn't give me drink of choice.
That one feels weird. And I've cut this and that's the end of the episode.
Bye.
Bye.
If
Oh my god.
if our
meant
characters
nothing more
were
carrying
fruits, what fruit would they be?
Fruitier.
Talia would be a lime or a lemon.
She'd be an orange.
Sour.
Bitter and
She'd
green.
be a blood orange.
Yeah, she kind of is.
Oh,
Green
fucking love a
with
blood.
envy.
Oh,
Or like a grapefruit.
Thatcher's blood orange. Oh,
She'd be a blood
Thatcher's
orange.
blood orange. I don't like that one.
I fucking love
They
it.
have that at uni.
Bye!
And it
Oh, I
sucks.
assume that you cut when you said
No,
you were going to
no.
cut.
Thank you for joining us. Tune in for
Oh
next week's
god, it's
episode.
still going!
Episode 16!
Please,
loves it!
everybody give the children's show goodbye.
Bye! It's 8 o'clock.
Is it? What?
Some